Hey everybody, Steve here again, talking about Riemann sums. So here is the problem that was given, and notice that here it says use a right Riemann sum with 5 subintervals to estimate the total amount of water consumed in that time interval. So basically what you have here is x values, which up in the problem statement corresponds to time intervals from 0 to 12. And the f of x is the rate of water consumption in gallons per hour. So what we're trying to do here, what I've done is, first of all, I've plotted this. Here's the x-axis values. This is called the stem plot. And so I've plotted all these values. So now for the right Riemann sum, what do we need to do? Well, we have all these values. And so all we need to do is go to the right of this point, which is this point right here, and draw that line over. So basically what we're going to do is create little rectangles and then calculate the area of those rectangles and then sum them up. So this is the form for the right Riemann sums. So for this line right here, I'm going to the right of it, which is this point, and drawing a line over. For this one, I'm going to the right of it, which is this line, and then so on. So basically, again, what we're doing is we're creating little rectangles. Now that we have the rectangles, now what we need to do is calculate the area. So you should know the area of a rectangle, right? It's the base. So this first rectangle would be 2, and then the height here would be, looks like about 5. Now notice it's 5, which is actually the second term right here. It's not 5.7. It's because we're using the one to the right, okay? So what I'm going to do now is quickly show you how to calculate the area. So we're going to sum all these up. So the first one right here, it's the area of this rectangle. So again, the height here is 5 and the base is 2. So we're going to take that. The next rectangle here, notice that the height is 2, right? The height is 2 and the base here is going to be 3. Okay, so we have 5 here and 2 here, so that base is 3. This next rectangle here, I'm going from 5 to 7, so this is also 2, and this height right here would be 1.2. So 2 times 1.2. Then the next rectangle here, I'm going from 7 to 11. 7 to 11, which is 4. And notice that height right here is 0.6. So 0.6 times 4. And then finally, this last one, the interval is 12 minus 1, which is 1. And then the height here is 0.4. Okay, so basically, when I compare this area to what we did here, what I could do is actually, I don't technically need to draw this plot, but I think it helps to visualize. So if I look at this area, notice that what we did here, I'm going to go to my pencil here. So we basically took 5 and then the difference from 1 to 2, which is 2. So that's what this one was. Then I take this number 2 and the difference here to here, which is 3. It's 2 times 3. The next one here, I'm going to take this 1.2, take this difference, which is 2, 1.2 times 2. Then I take this one, 0.6, hopefully you see the pattern, times 4. And then finally for this one, that difference is 1. Okay, so you can either use just the table, but I like to visualize it. So here are 2 different ways to solve the same problem. I'm not going to reveal the answer. You can do this calculation and then see one of the answers over here. Thank you.